Hey everyone, in this video we will learn CSS variable, how to use CSS variable inside CSS file. So, let's learn some terms on this website. So as you can see, where keyword is where function is used to insert CSS variable. Uh, so the first thing is where we use this CSS variable. So when you have some value that you are copy pasting again and again in your file, so there you can use the CSS variable. Like you can place this the value that you are copy pasting again and again in a variable, and you use that variable whenever you want. So um, if you read this line, it clearly says good way to use CSS variable is when it comes to color of your design. Instead of copy pasting the same color over and over again, you can place them in a variable. So this is the place where we will use the CSS variable, and there are a lot of places also you will learn later. So let's initialize the project first and learn the variable in the VS Code. So I have written the template. I have created one div, and this container, which is like the whole screen, and I created another div inside that box. And now let's add some style first, and then we will learn uh, how to write the CSS variable. So let's give it some structure. So box, and let's give it width 200 pixel, height 200 pixel. And writing this style so that we can see the box, right? So let's give the border 1 pixel solid red. So now the box is visible. So whatever style we will write, it will be in front of you, right? So let's start using the CSS variable. So the first thing you will do is you will declare these that variables, right? So to declare the variables, you write all the variables inside dot root selector, right? So, and the way we will declare the variables, like first we write double dash and give the name to the variable. So I am giving it a background name and give the color pink, give it a different color. So this is the way we declare, we will declare the variable first. Now it's time to use that variable. So what I will do is uh, give background to whole body. background color, instead of writing red or pink or something else, you can see instead of hard coding the value, we can use the CSS variable like this. So the same thing is doing that variables, but you will not copy paste the same value again and again. So this is the uh, way, and this is the place where we will use. I'm not saying you will only use it for colors. You can use it for anything else, any value like let's give a width of 5 pixel, right? I have declared a variable of width 5 pixel. So here you can see I have hard coded the value 2 pixel. So instead of hard coding the value, you can place the variables. Width will work the same, right? So this is the way. Now let's move on. The first thing we have learned. The second thing we will look is declaring a global variable and declaring a local variable. So the way we have declared the variable here is a global. It's a global scope. You can use these variables anywhere inside your file, right? You can see here I have used that variable. I have declared here and using it here. So this is the global variable. You can use anywhere you want. Now the second thing, second scope is local scope. So to declare a local scope, you have to declare the variable inside that selector, right? So let's say I'm writing one another box. Let's name it as 2 box 2. Let me give some visualization. Width height will be same as the first, and border will be 1 pixel solid green. So now it's in front of you. Now what we want is we want to declare one local scoped variable. So you will, as I said, you will declare the variable inside that selector. You do not need to declare it in the root selector. Declare the variable inside that selector that you want to use. So here you will declare, let's say, uh, color uh, green. So now we have declared the variable. Now you can use that variable here. The same way, where and the variable name. So it is applied to the box 2. So this variable is accessible inside that selector only. You cannot use that variable outside that block. If you use, it will be not apply. So let's say um, declare one another box 3 box 3 box 3, give the same width, height will be same, and border pixel solid. So now let's say I want to use this variable here, but this variable color variable is local scope, so this should not work in the another selector. So let's see here. If I use this way, it is not working in this case because this is a local scope. So you have learned this, how to declare global variable and how to declare uh, local variable. Now let's move on. So the next thing we will learn, let me see, you can read some lines like advantage of using where it will make your code easier to read. It will make much easier to change the color value. So let's say we want to change this color. So if you use in this way, it will be easier for you to change. Like you will change it one place and it will apply to the everywhere, right? But if you use the copy paste method, so you will have to change it everywhere, every line of the code where you have used that, right? So this is the place where we'll use, and this way it will make it easier to change the color value or anything, any value, right? So let's go to the next. So the next thing is overriding the global variable. So if you want to override any variable that you have already declared, the way you will like override is declare the global, declare a local variable inside the selector. Let's say I have used the variable global variable here, but I wanna override this background variable. So declare one same variable name background and give another value like hello. Sorry, I have to use double dash. So this way you can override the global variable. The next thing we will learn, this is already covered. So in the next video, we will learn how to change the variable with JavaScript. So thanks for watching this video.